neutral. And I think it'll be interesting to see the interactions between Lemons and Hydrant, because when Hydrants get hit, they have a certain amount of health. I believe it's 13 or 14%.
Yeah.
And Lemons do 1 or 2 each. So it really affects all of Sinji's setups, I think, if he can start lemoning the Hydrants when they get thrown out. But Sinji usually does a good job getting his setups off.
Yep, he's air dodging around right now, trying to set him up. Puts Mega Man in the corner. That's very good already.
Early key, that's 15% right there. One thing you see a lot from Sinji, he'll back air the Hydrant, because back air does 1% less than the threshold for the Hydrant. So then any move he does after that will knock the Hydrant off, and then he can pick whatever angle he wants.
Yeah, what Mega Man's going to have to do to get through that Hydrant, he's going to have to see if he can time his attacks to it, and Sinji does the first attack and then finishes off with his own attack to push it towards him. If you can get that going off, then it kind of negates the whole setup that Sinji's trying to do.
Exactly. You really want to get into Pac-Man's space, because if you let Pac-Man zone you out, you get combos like this. Fantastic string from Sinji right there. Getting about 40% off of that, as King Arc narrowly avoids the bell right there.
Now it's time to play with our items a little bit here. You can see him Z-dropping his
That dash attack into the Hydrant is really good. Makes it you can't really get out of it, whereas sometimes you fall out of Pac-Man dash attack, because you just get trapped between him and the Hydrant.
Yeah,
and now he's going to camp him out with the Metal Blade.
Yeah. Both characters can do that to each other. They're really going to have to focus on doing that, kind of limit their options. Mega Man needs that blade to create most of his offensive like combos and what have you. All right, F2 off the stage. Bell
and
set up, and there we go.
Bell side B, he missed the angle.
Barely missed.
Sinji just misses what would have definitely been a kill right there. Great tech on the Hydrant, though. So we're still going on the first stock here.
Yep. Mega Man's at 147, but it's still not over to get 83% on Pac-Man if he gets a good read.
Great empty
that
hop
back
grab.
off the stage, almost has it.
Now, Pac-Man and Mega Man, 2 characters who can be edge-guarded, but both have very good recoveries. Pac-Man, unless you can get him at the very bottom of the stage where you can jump on his trampoline for the last hit, he can be pretty hard to mess with off stage. And Mega Man, of course, has the invincibility on his up B, but still is vulnerable while he's on his way to the ledge.
You mean the side B? The side B is the one that has that
that's
that armor.
Yeah, Mega Man up B has invincibility on the beginning of Rush.
I don't know if we'll see a lot of edge guarding in this match right here. I think it's just stage control and just slowly chip away at your opponent. Like you said, war of attrition.
Oh,
the bell into the F smash. Oh my god.
He did about 80% with that combo. It was completely unnecessary, but it was awesome.
It was so much pain in such a little period of time.
So he got the Hydrant hit and the bell. Then he caught the bell and got footstool bell F smash. Great stuff to Sinji right there. Good up, he had a shield there as well. And now Sinji with a pretty significant lead. This is a matchup where the first stock really dictates a lot of the pace. Because this is a matchup that can certainly go to time, so it's something you have to factor in.
That F smash, I'm a little worried about that. That's a little bit too risky there, considering the percentage.
Sinji's so good using all the water setups.
Yeah. So unpredictable, but he's able to go with the flow, so to speak.
Exactly.
And make it work for him.
No pun intended.
Yeah, you know.
And the back air almost taking the stock right there. Sparks show up, but good DI from Sinji.
Right now, Mega Man's looking for that
pivot F smash, going to get punished by an up smash, and that'll take the first stock for King Arc.
Yeah, those F smashes he were doing, he did 3 of them in that situation. Yeah. Like I'm surprised he didn't get punished by the first 2. That one sealing the stock right there.
I do like what Sinji did with the Hydrant there. He saw King Arc try to crash bomber the Hydrant, and he got 1 hit, and Sinji immediately ran over and back aired it so that King Arc wouldn't be able to get a Hydrant setup of his own.
Yeah, King Arc's going to realize that's not really going to work. It's going to leave him more open than anything else.
Definitely, because if Pac-Man can pick up on that, he might still be in the end lag from Crash Bomber or in whatever else he tries to throw out.
Yeah. Or you can let the Crash Bomber hit and then attack with his own attack first.
Exactly.
Okay, there we go. See, now even the Crash Bomber plus the Metal Blade did
Does Crash Bomber just not do damage?
It does. You need to get a certain threshold of damage, and it's just not enough.
Because 2 hits of the Metal Blade, which I think it got, should be 10. So I guess Crash Bomber only got 1 or 2 of hits, because that's also a multi-hit.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That kind of
key Hydrant setup.
All right, trying to get with that back air, just a little bit off center there.
Good setup there. That's something we've seen Sinji do a lot with the Hydrant as well. Since you can forward air neutral air within a short hop, it's a quick way to get the Hydrant flying at your opponent at a pretty standard angle.
Sinji's doing a good job off these grab setups. When Mega Man can't get these Metal Blade setups going, he has to rely on his grab combos for most of his damage with the back air. He's escaping that pretty well. Also notice that the Metal Blade got eaten up by earlier by another projectile Pac-Man. Looks like
that was
Pac-Man
the key.
has all the options he needed. The key.
Key certainly beats out any of Mega Man's projectiles. Gets the water bell set up, but King Arc not quite falling for it.
And he got the Metal Blade, okay.
We're down to 1.5 minutes left on the clock here. Time certainly a factor between these two, since Pac-Man definitely has a lot of trouble killing, and Mega Man has a lot of trouble getting in the first place.
Oh, bell set up into!
Oh, he mistimed that. He did get the bell hit, but it was a little late. King Arc got up a little later, but the Hydrant.
Well set up.
All right, so close to a 5-minute game 1, but pretty active the whole time.
Yeah, he wasn't, you know, despite the disparity in the percentage, he wasn't that far away from sealing the deal there. All he was needed for was a heavy punish opportunity so he can get his mega upper or some type of edge guard situation with those back airs. The back airs wasn't really happening that much though, so it was going to be really tough regardless.
Very true, and we're actually going to see a switch to Cloud here. So the Pocket Cloud coming out.
Genkai Okoeru.
Can say that about almost anyone at this point, unfortunately, but anyway, no bias.
The infamous Game 2 Cloud, let's go.
So the Game 2 Cloud taking on Sinji's Pac-Man. Now this is a pretty terrible matchup, but it's certainly a matchup Sinji knows.
Yeah.
If you don't know the Cloud matchup, you just can't get anywhere at this point.
In my personal opinion, playing against the Cloud, it really tests your ability to really edge guard in this particular game. You know, specifically with Pac-Man, he has certain fruits with the right trajectory, like the cherries, that can really interrupt him off stage. But the problem is, how's he going to get him off there in the first place?
Exactly, a problem I struggle with all the time, as I'm sure many other people do as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Cloud, not a good offstage character. Good job by Sinji.
Oh, no!
Never mind.
Turned that around so easily.
So Sinji made a great play to force King Arc to burn limit, and then King Arc just immediately turned it around and got the down air spike, and now has a pretty significant lead, except that this Galaxian combo.
Nice combo, but he
do
still
about
has
50% right there.
Still has a stock lead, and he has limit. But now Sinji now has to think about that situation.
What a setup right there. He might be dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Nice. He immediately turned that around. Nice job by Sinji.
What a wild match so far. Tries to up B out of there, but that doesn't really have armor. It just moves quickly.
Something tells me this match isn't going to last 5 minutes.
No.
Absolutely not.
Cloud matches don't really tend to unless the Cloud really wants it to.
If he wants it to, yeah.
If Cloud wants to time you out, he probably can.
Yep. He got limit.
With, you know, fastest airspeed in the game for whatever reason. But
Super Saiyan Blue Cloud over here. Let's go. Okay, combo.
That was a mistake right there.
Oh my god, he had
almost got the rest of the punish.
For a jab lock on that thing.
Yeah, if he had gotten the late forward air, could have gotten a big punish off there. But still some good damage.
Oh no.
That was interesting. King Arc trying to use the Hydrant to his advantage. A lot of Pac-Man mains will be aware of that setup though.
Yeah. A few opportunities missed for some big damage or edge opportunity by Sinji, but I think like the thing I feel about watching Sinji's Pac-Man is like a lot of it is like, you know, we make it up as we go. But he's so good at just reacting to it.
Definitely.
It looks like it's all planned. Like he went in the training room just for this.
But I think the problem with this matchup.
Oh no!
Oh, that was scary. Still Sinji with a lead right here, and he's got him off stage. Good double forward air. And that's it.
Very nice.
Great job up-being there. He didn't have to up-B to recover, but he up-B's high so that Cloud can't use the trampoline to his advantage.
Yeah. And you saw the cherry right there, one of the main edge guard tools Pac-Man will use against Cloud. He got brought out for that one time and was able to set up those fair chains just because of it. So
yeah, really great stuff to Sinji there. I think you mentioned the chair.